Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I will show you how to paint this beautiful moonlit sky with tree silhouettes and their shadows using a limited color palette. My reference picture is from Pixabay Free Images. I will put a link in the description down below. Before we get started, I will give you a quick overview of the supplies. I have used student grade watercolor paints and sheets which are very affordable and perfect for beginners. I have used synthetic round brushes size 2, 6 and 12, a size 3 rigger brush and a half-inch flat brush. We will also be using some white gouache, a sponge and a scotch tape for this tutorial. The link for all the materials I have used can be found in the description below. So let's start painting now. As you can see, I have taped my sheet on all four sides using a scotch tape, and with the help of a scotch tape I've also defined the shape of the moon, which is basically 3/4 of a circle. And now I'm going around the moon and wetting my sheet for a wet and wet application. So using a size 12 brush, I'm dropping in a little bit of ultramarine blue. I'm carefully going around the moon shape. I'm painting the top half of the sheet using a black color. And for the bottom half, I'm just using a diluted Payne's Grey. I'm also dropping in a little bit of purple and pink color, as you can see. I'm making sure I steer clear of the moon shape. Okay, we'll be working on the moon now. I have pre-wet the shape in certain areas, and now I'm dropping in a little bit of Payne's Grey and some ultramarine blue in splodges. I'm not making it really uniform because I want some sort of variation to depict the surface of the moon. So you can have a combination of hard and soft edges, and we'll be gradually building up the layers. So our first wash is now completely dry, and now we can start working on our second layer. I have pre-wet the top half of the sheet again, and I'm dropping in some phthalo blue color, which is quite intense, but I have diluted it. And I'm also dropping in some black color on top of it while it's still wet. I'm taking a thinner brush now to outline the moon shape. I don't want to be touching the moon. I'm using the same colors again, but this time I'm just building up some value. So this process is called layering. Basically, we're working in layers, and as we go along, we are intensifying the colors. We're coming back to our moon. We're going to repeat the same process again. So layering also helps with creating tonal variation, and you can use different colors in your different layers. Obviously, watercolor is transparent, so the layer underneath usually shows through. So our second layer is now dry, and we are working on the third layer. And as you can see, I'm dropping in some thicker paint this time, white on white again, as I want the top half of the sheet to be really dark black, so the stars really stand out. Okay, I'm using a flat brush to re-wet my bottom half of the sheet. And I'm using a mix of purple, ultramarine blue again. And as you can see, the colors have started to intensify as we are layering our painting. Okay, our third layer is now dry and we'll start working on the trees now. So I'm using a size 2 brush at the moment to paint really thin branches. So we'll be using size 6 as well as 2 for these trees. I love painting trees because you don't really need to worry about what your branch shape is like. You can go in any direction. The basic principle that you need to keep in mind is that the trunk is going to be thicker and the branches are going to be really thin. And you can just take out as many branches as you like. It should be just pleasing to the eye. And for very thin branches, I usually use a rigger brush. Here I've used size 3 rigger. I have separate tutorials on painting trees. If you wish to check it out, I'll put the link in the description below. So our skeleton of the trees is now ready and we'll start painting the foliage. I'm using a fan brush here to paint some light foliage, but later on I decided to shift to a sponge as it's much quicker to get a foliage effect with the help of a sponge. Apologies, due to some technical issues, this part of the video did not get recorded, but I have covered this detail in a separate video in much greater detail. I'll put the link in the description below. Next we'll be painting the tree shadows. These will be really soft shadows and I am pre-wetting the bottom half of the sheet so I can drop in a mix of Payne's grey and ultramarine blue color. So I do not want any hard edges, so I'm just trying to work wet on wet here. So this sort of gives a 3 dimension to our painting. And lastly, we'll just splatter some stars with the help of white gouache. I'm using a thin brush. You just need to make sure that your paint is slightly dilute, and you can see that it's creating a beautiful effect this way. Our painting is now complete. I'm just taking off the masking tape now and I'm quite pleased with the way it has turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope you have found this helpful. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and hit the notification bell to get notified about future videos. I post detailed videos like this every Saturday and shorter videos throughout the week. So stay tuned to my channel. I hope to see you with another tutorial very soon. Till then, take care. Bye.